Good morning, students. In our earlier class, we discussed how to find out the square root by the prime factorization method. Even we have studied some of the problems like how to find out the square root of a number which is not a perfect square number. That means find a number from which the given number to be multiplied or divided to make it a perfect square, as well as to find out the square root of the number so obtained. As I said earlier, in today's class we are going to find out the square root by division method, not like long division method. You can take division method. Okay, square root, finding square root by division method. So finding square root by division method. So this, as I said, this is very one of the important method also. It will help you till your even PUC also. So how to divide? Okay, so method I tell you. For example, uh, if I asked you to find out the square root, if I asked you to find out the square root of a number by division method, how to find it? A number I give you, find the square root, find the square root of a number will be given, you need to find its square root. 529. 529. So using division method you are going to find out the square root. Okay, so first step what you are going to do is 529. Listen carefully, you are going to find out the square root by division method. The first step you are supposed to do in this problem is keep a bar over every pair of digits starting from the digit at one's place. Keep a bar. Keep a bar or place a bar over every pair of digits starting from units place. Which is the units place? 9 is the number in the units place. So you are starting from right side. That means units place towards tens, 100, like that you have to move. To the left place you have to move, left side you have to move, starting from the units place by taking two digits at a time, like that. Place a bar over each pair of digits starting from units place. Look at this, 3 2 6 7 means starting from units place by considering two digits at a time, units and tens digit, that is a pair, like this. Then hundreds and thousands digits, that's one place. Okay, like that, starting from units place, place a bar over every pair of digits. Pair you have to consider continuous two. See, tens place and units place. Sorry, units place and tens place. These two places are considered as a pair. Then hundreds place, thousands place. These two digits are considered as a pair. In case after pairing starting from the units place or ones place, okay, if the number of digits remaining is odd, no problem. That odd number which will be remaining, which does not contain a pair, that means the number which remaining at the leftmost, this is the leftmost, if the single number remains in the leftmost, then you need to consider that number also as a group. Then place a bar. Hope you understood. starting from units place or ones place by considering two numbers as a pair, keep a bar. That I have done. Then in case two numbers remains okay, in case at the leftmost only one number, single number remains, that number also you should consider as a group even it does not contain a pair, and place a bar. This what I have done, 529. Okay, so this is a long division method like this. Okay, this is how to make the groups by placing the bar, by considering two numbers as a pair starting from the rightmost, that means starting from the units place or ones place. This is the first step we are following in this. Now what to do after this, that is very important. First step finished, that is making groups. Okay, now the second step, that is find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number under the extreme left bar. Which is the number extremely at the left bar? That is the last group whichever you have done. That may contain 2 digits or it may contain 1 digit. That doesn't make the difference. You should check the last group. That means the group which is at the leftmost. So look at this. This is the 5 here, right? 5 is the number which is present in the leftmost or the last group. Now you should find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the number. Find the number. Now you should find a number whose square is less than or equal to the number which is present in the leftmost group. Here 5 is the number. Now tell me a number whose square is less than or equal to 5. See, 1 square is 2, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. See, 9 exceeded here. 4 is a square of a number which is less than 5. One more example, 32 is given. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 20, 6 square is 36. Now if you compare, 36 exceeded, correct. Then which is a number whose square is less than or equal to 32? 5 is a number. Similarly, here also, if you look at 3 is a square, that is 9, exceeded than 5. If you take 2, its square is 4. Therefore, 2 is a number. Consider a number whose square is less than or equal to the number present in the leftmost group. Number or numbers group. Here single number. So 5 means 2 square is 4. 3 means it exceeds 9. So I can select 2. 2 is a number whose square is less than or equal to the number which is present at the extreme left bar. Extreme left bar. Okay. So what happens here now? You have to divide this extreme left bar number by 2. Okay. How? 5 is there. 2 2s are 4. Like 2 2s are. So the nearest is a square. 2 square. 2 2s are 4. If I take here 6, 6 6 are 36. Like that. So 2 is the number whose square is less than or equal to the group or bar present in the leftmost. So from that, see, 2 2s are 4, like that. Now 5 minus 4, 1. Then 1 is remaining. Bring down the second leftmost group. Not single number you are bringing. Whole that group should be bring down. Should be brought it down. Now twice this number. That means adding 2 twos are 4. 2 twos are 4. Okay, 2 twos are 4. Means twice in this number. Now the next step is very, very important. The next step, that is very, very important. What we are going to do here? Now guess a largest possible digit. Okay, now this is what we are considering as quotient, correct? So this is finally gives you the square root. This is now the new dividend. Here it was the divisor. Now guess a new number. Imagine that here one blank is left, here also one blank is there, two places also one blank is there. Okay, now imagine a largest possible digit which also become the new digit in the quotient. Now what I said, assume a largest possible digit. Imagine here one blank is there. Now what you have to imagine, a largest possible digit to fill that blank, as well as which also become the new digit in the quotient. This step is very, very important. Assume a largest possible digit to fill the blank in the this. Here one blank is there, this blank, which also you can take that number in the quotient. That means in this blank as well as quotient, you are considering that same number which also become the new digit in the quotient, such that when the new divisor is multiplied to the new quotient, the product is less than or equal to the dividend. Now this is the old divisor, this is the old quotient. Now what happens when I consider a number in this blank which can also be considered here in the quotient? Then I get a new divisor as well as a new quotient. Now 4 is here, 2 is here. If I write 1 here, then it becomes 41. If I write 1 here, then it becomes 1 means here also 1 only. If I write 2 here, then also here also I should write 2. So when I fill here by 2, here also I am filling by 2, then 42 is the new divisor, 22 is the new quotient. Right. Now what should I do is, I should assume or guess a number to fill this band. Even this quotient also later on filled by the same number in such a way that the product of this divisor, new divisor, when I write here 2, then 42 will be the new divisor. Product of that new divisor as well as the quotient, new quotient, will be less than or equal to 129. Will be less than or equal to 129. Okay. New quotient. If I write here 2, then that will be the new quotient. For example, here I write 2. Imagine here I write 2. Then here I write 2. Because if you fill this blank by 2, then here in the quotient also same number should be entered. Now 42 in such a way that the product of the new divisor, that is 42, and the new quotient is 2, its product should be less than or equal to divisor. That is 42 into 2 means, yes, it is less than. So if you compare 84 and 129, somewhat large difference is there. So I will try with the next number, positive number, that is 3. I check. Here I write 2 means it is not possible. So I change that blank, I fill with the 3. Then here also I should fill it by 3. Now what happens? You 43 into 3, 9. 3 into 3, 9. 4 into 3, 129. Exactly divisible. If you take here 4, there also 4 you should take. 6, 4, 6, 17. See, it exceeds. It is more than 129. I told you to select the nearest number. Here one number if you write, guess a number in the blank. That means in this quotient. To the rightmost of this divisor, that is one number whichever you are guessing here, same number should be entered in this quotient place also, in such a way that the product of the new divisor as well as that quotient should be, the product should be less than or equal to 129. First I entered 2, I guessed with the 2, 84, but it is 2 less because still there are much gap. So I have taken third number, one more number, 3 I have entered. Then you got exactly 129. You may or may not sometimes. So next I tried 44. No need to check because 4 exceeds. You know that. This is just for your example I said. Now what happened? 43 I entered. 3 into 3. This is 129. Therefore square root of 529 is equal to 23. This is how I know lot of confusion, lot of difficulty you are facing at this beginning, but if you are able, one more problem we will solve, then easily you can understand this. Okay, if you have not understood, no problem, one more sum I am going to solve. Okay, that at least 10% of the problem if you understood here, in the next problem definitely around 30 to 40% you will understand. So the steps whichever here you are implementing, that is very important. Find the square root of, I changed that number. Now I am going to find out the square root of 4096. 4096. What is the first step? Starting from the rightmost, that is from the units place, by considering two numbers at a time. Okay, place a bar over a pair, so like this. Next, of course, exactly two numbers at the leftmost as a group we got. Now, the group which is present in the leftmost, take 40. Now you have to take a number. Here you have to consider a number as a divisor. Same number you are going to write in the quotient also. How to select that number whose square is less than or equal to the group which is present in the leftmost. Now we have to select a number whose square is less than or equal to 30. 40, less than or equal to 40. So one square, don't know, from 5 you know, 5 25, 6 36, 7 49. 49 means greater, 5 means 25, less, even 36 also less. So 6 square is 36, which is less than this, the leftmost group. If you take 49, that is greater than the numbers present in the leftmost group. So 7 is more, so 6 is less, 6 square is less than this number. So here I, in the which place this is, divisor place, I take 6, in the quotient also I take 6, 6 into 6, 36. Now what happened is, here remainder is 4, 9, 6, second group I brought it down. So double this, 6, 6, 12. And the blank will be remaining here. Now, as I told you earlier, this blank you should guess a number to fill this blank, even which also become the new digit in the quotient also. Whichever the digit you are going to fill in this blank will also the digit in the quotient also, in the such a way that the product of the new divisor and new quotient will be less than or equal to this dividend. Okay, product of the new quotient as well as the new divisor, the product is less than or equal to dividend. One if you enter 1 here also. 121 into 1, 121, no need to. We'll check 121 into 2, that is equal to 2, 4, 242. 121 into 3, that is equal to 3, 6, 3. 121 into 4. Here what happens? 121 into 4, no? Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Here we have to check how. Here if I enter 122 into there also 2, 4, 4, 2. 123 into here also 3 comes, 9, 6, 3. 124 into 4 if I enter, 16, 9, 4, 496. That means you will come to know that if I enter here 4, here also I enter 4, then if I multiply these two, then I get the product as same as the dividend. Then finally remainder is 0. That means square root of 4096 is equal to 64. 64. This is how we can solve the given sums by long division, division method. Okay, hope you understood at least 50%. No problem. Still more problems we are going to, few more sums we are going to solve it. Okay, but we can solve it in the next class. Before that, few sums I give you. Try to find out the square root for those numbers by division method. At least try. Okay, and send me the answer before today evening, so that at least you will get hold on those problems. Okay, so first problem, that is not required. 4096, it is given already. Now I give you a new problem. 729. First problem. Second problem. 1296. Okay, one more problem. Long division method only. You need to go to find out the square roots. Third problem. 7744. Fourth problem. 9216. Fifth problem. 8100. Try to get the answer for these problems and send me the answer before today evening. Okay, thank you.